to you from Saskatchewan, Canada here today. Back by popular demand, Dick McDick Productions is proud to present its second episode of Little Quicks titled Old Canada. Boy, there sure are a lot of silly things going on in the world right now that Dick is sure your parents would love to hear him talk about. Well, they're gonna have to wait their turn because Dick knows that you like watching Dick too. So fear not, parents. This episode of Dick is 100% kid safe with no inappropriate references and no potty mouth language. Leave the entertainment to Dick McDick Productions and take a well-deserved break. Hey, Blue Ball. If you remember last time on Little Quicks, we had a look at all the neat things here in Saskatchewan. Well, this time, why don't we broaden our horizons and have a bigger look at Canada? And who better to help Dick share some fun facts about Canada than some Canadian Little Quicks? Take it away, Little Quicks!
I'm a Canadian cowboy singing you my songs.
Canada became a nation in 1867.
The capital city of Canada is Ottawa.
This is a Canada flag. It is red and white with a maple leaf.
The maple leaf is Canada's symbol and it is on our flag. There's a maple leaf you see that comes on every single thing that is really tasty.
Awesome maple leaves, Little Quicks. Can anyone tell Dick what Canada's national animal is?
This is a beaver.
Canada's beaver is the second largest rodent in the world.
And the beaver has more front teeth than me.
And this is where they like to make homes. Give them a few weeks, you'll see a lot.
Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories.
Wow, great job, Little Quicks. 10 provinces and 3 territories. It's too bad we can't travel through all of them together right now. Or can we? Why don't we all jump on Dick's virtual motorcycle together and take a trip across Canada and see what Canadian Little Quicks can tell us all about Canadian territories and provinces. Now, why don't we start off with our 3 territories? Now, the first territory we're gonna go to, we can't get to on our motorcycle because there's no summer roads leading to it. But that's not gonna stop us from visiting Nunavut.
Nunavut, short form NU, is Canada's largest territory.
Nunavut's capital city is Iqaluit.
Hey, do you know what Nunavut means? Yeah, it translates to our land. Can you believe there's only 32 kilometers of paved roads in Nunavut? I guess you have to fly in.
Great job, Little Quicks. Dick didn't know that Nunavut meant our land. Well, good news. We can finally get on our motorcycle and start heading west to the next territory. But if we're gonna get on a motorcycle, first things first, always wear a helmet. Let's go to the Northwest Territories.
Sitting in a cafe long about halfway on the all-weather route.
The abbreviation is Northwest Territories is NT. Capital is Yellowknife. The land is twice the size of Texas. Fun fact, Northwest Territories is the 3rd largest diamond producer in the world. Did you know Yellowknife is the best place in the world to see northern lights?
Twice the size of Texas? Wow, turns out not everything's bigger in Texas. The Northwest Territories is neato. Let's keep going west to our next territory, the Yukon.
I left for the Yukon Trail and I live to regret the day. Bound for the Klondike Goldfields.
Yukon Territory, or YT, is a territory in Canada.
The capital Yukon Territory is Whitehorse.
Yukon Territory is a territory in Canada and made famous for the 1890s gold rush.
White tea is located in northern Canada and means Great River.
The most popular food in Yukon Territory is Arctic grayling, trout, crab, and halibut.
Yukon Territory, or YT, similar to Saskatchewan, winter is the longest season, lasting 5 months.
Great job, little quicks! With all that fish, the Yukon sounds like a delicious place to eat. Why don't we start heading south and check out our next province, British Columbia?
Hardcore, hardcore, hardcore apple picker from the Okanagan. One by one out here in the sun, I'm one of the ones that gets the
British Columbia is the third largest and most western province in Canada. The capital city of British Columbia is Victoria. BC is the short form for British Columbia. BC's provincial mammal is the spear bear, a rare black bear with white fur. British Columbia is one of the top 3 producing regions of cranberries and blueberries in the world. BC has over 27,000 kilometers of coastlines and is home to many provincial and national parks.
Great job, little quick! That sounds like a lot of coastline and berries! Why don't we start heading east across into the prairie provinces from here? First stop, Alberta.
Diesel pulling hard and a horse trailer in tow.
In the most glorious country in the world, you will find the beautiful province Alberta, abbreviated AB. The capital city of AB is in Edmonton, of the stated population of 982,000 people.
Is all the people, I think.
AB is home to 2 Canadian hockey teams, known as the Calgary Flames and the Edmonton Oilers. Hey there, let's talk about the Rocky Mountains, one of the AB main attractions. The mountains can be seen in beautiful Banff and Jasper, where lots of wildlife can be seen. Our very own Calgary AB's main attraction is known for the Calgary Stampede. Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
The Rockies, the Calgary Stampede, and the Battle of Alberta with the Calgary Flames and Edmonton Oilers. Great job, little quicks! Let's head farther into the prairie provinces. Next stop to the east is Quick Dick's home province, Saskatchewan.
The prairie is a place you can watch your dog run away for days. Golden fields of wheat.
It's the flag of Saskatchewan, and the capital of Saskatchewan is Regina, and the SK stands for Saskatchewan.
In 1977, Saskatchewan Credit Union developed the first ATMs in Canada.
The term hoser comes from Saskatchewan, where it was used to describe a person who stole fuel using a siphon hose from farm equipment.
Mustard, there's a good chance it all came from Saskatchewan. 75% of all mustard is grown in Canada, is grown in Saskatchewan.
The first ATM, mustard, and hosers? Ha! Great job, little quicks! Now let's keep going east to our last prairie province, Manitoba.
Manitoba is a land of many lakes. The prairie crocus make no mistake. Riding mountain in the hut.
Hey all you little quicks! Here are 3 fun facts about Manitoba. Here's a little quick fact for you. Did you know that the name Winnie from Winnie the Pooh comes from Winnipeg, Manitoba? During Halloween in Churchill, Manitoba, people are advised to carry protection in case of a polar bear attack. That's not a polar bear. Here's another little quick fact for you. Did you know that for several years, Manitoba was named the Slurpee capital of the world? I'll give them a run for the title this year.
A polar bear while you're trick-or-treating? Sounds like you better not dress as a polar bear for Halloween. Let us continue east to our next province, Ontario.
Hamilton
YUKON. Capital city of Toronto. Fun fact, Ottawa is the capital of Canada, but is not the biggest city. In fact, it is the 5th. Ontario has 2 hockey teams.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
And Ottawa Senators. One of Toronto's best captains, Tim Hus, played for 24 seasons, although we're Habs fans. Niagara Falls in Ontario has a hydro plant that straddles the US and Canadian borders, and it is used to make electricity. Fun fact, Ontario is huge. It's bigger than France and Spain put together. With over 14 million people, it makes it the 2nd largest province in Canada.
That's a lot of Canadians living in Ontario. Thanks, little quicks. Now let's keep heading east to Quebec. It's a province that speaks Francais.
I recall a rollover wreck on an icy road up in Quebec. I guess the saints in la belle province m'ont donné une autre chance. I'm a two-way ticket.
Bonjour, Quebec, short form QC, is a French-speaking province. Au revoir.
Quebec City.
Is the capital of Quebec. Hey, do you know what the largest of Canada's provinces is? Like 1.6 million square kilometers?
Quebec.
Yeah, that's 50% larger than Ontario and 2.5 times the size of Sask.
Maple syrup.
Quebec produces a lot of maple syrup. It supplies over 77% of the world's maple syrup. And you know what it's good on? Overnight oats.
Overnight oats.
Nicely done, little quicks. Overnight oats and maple syrup. Quick Dick loves both of those things. Now, let's keep going east into our first maritime province, New Brunswick.
Hey, I got a girl in Shediac, and she's always on my mind. And the stars out here don't sparkle like they do in the Maritimes.
New Brunswick is one of the 3 maritime provinces located on the east coast of Canada and the largest by area. Its capital is Fredericton. Short form for writing New Brunswick is NB. The fish capital of the world is located in New Brunswick. Here you can visit the New Brunswick Potato World Museum. Bay of Fundy boasts the highest tides in the world. It is also home to many different types of sharks. Downtown St. John has the steepest main street in Canada. It rises 80 feet over 2 blocks. No wonder people in St. John go uptown to do their shopping.
Quick Dick loves French fries. Very good job, little quick. Now, what do you say we take a drive over the ocean to Prince Edward Island?
I'm never coming back again. When I was young, I do recall, I'd go to school.
Prince Edward Island! PI for short! The capital is Charlottetown. Prince Edward Island is connected to Canada by the longest bridge in the world, the Confederation Bridge, and that is 12.9 kilometers. Famous red soil, smallest province in Canada, home of Anna Green Gables and known for their potatoes.
The longest bridge in the world? That's how we got to PEI with our motorcycle. Great job, little quicks. Now, let's catch the Caribou Ferry over to our next province, Nova Scotia.
Bartender, bartender, I just
know that the capital of Nova Scotia is Halifax, and the city got its name from Lord Halifax, which was the president of the British Board Trade.
Did you also know that the abbreviation for Nova Scotia is NS, and it's known for its high tides, lobsters, blueberries, apples, and fish?
Shout out to all the Nova Scotia farmers who farm and harvest crops in Canada, including carrots, broccoli, apples, grapes, blueberries, and well as many others.
Are you aware that the slapshot was invented in Nova Scotia by a hockey player named Eddie Martin in 1906? Fun fact about Nova Scotia is that the largest documented lobster there was caught off the coast in 1977. It weighed 44 pounds 6 ounces and was estimated to be over 100 years old.
The slapshot, farming and fishing? Great job, little quicks. Now, let's catch the Port aux Basques ferry to our last Canadian province, Newfoundland.
A trawler on the North Atlantic is the damnedest place to be. The winds are blowing gale force in the rage of a stormy sea.
The abbreviation for Newfoundland is NL. The capital city of Newfoundland is St. John's. St. John's has one of the most colorful waterfronts in the world. St. John's is one of the oldest cities in North America. There are no snakes, skunks, deer, porcupine, or groundhogs on the island of Newfoundland.
No skunks or porcupines? If anyone in Newfoundland needs to borrow any, we have lots here in Saskatchewan. Great job, little quicks. And sadly, my little friends, this is the end of our trip across Canada as we have reached this point, Cape Spear, Newfoundland, which is the easternmost point on the North American continent. What a beautiful place Canada is. Now, can anybody tell Quick Dick why they're proud to be Canadian?
I'm proud to be a Canadian because we have beautiful landscape. What I like about Canada is I can be free.
I love Canada because it's so beautiful.
I'm proud to be a Canadian because our country is full of incredible people.
I'm proud to be Canadian because there's lots of wide open spaces to quad and dirt bike in.
I'm proud to be Canadian because we are known as one of the friendliest countries in the world.
I love Canada because it's peace.
Proud to be a Canadian because our farmers feed the world.
I am proud to be Canadian because Canada was the first nation to introduce hockey.
Proud to be Canadian because of all the space we have to explore. Proud to be Canadian because of Canadian beef. Sorry guys.
I'm proud to be a Canadian because we have free health care.
I'm proud to be a Canadian to be free.
What I like about Canada is that there's snow for snowboarding, skiing, and ice hockey.
We're so proud to be Canadian. It's the great outdoors and awesome fishing. And because of these.
We are proud to be Canadians because we can experience all 4 seasons in one day.
Proud to be Canadian because hockey is our national winter sport.
We are proud to be Canadian because of all the beautiful natural landscapes, like the oceans and the Rocky Mountains. We're sweet as pies. This is our Canada!
Do you know why Quick Dick's proud to be Canadian? Because it's full of little quicks just like you that are gonna grow up and keep making Canada the most amazing place in the world to live. Now, before we sign off, don't forget, all you certified little quicks out there, there are 3 very important rules you must always follow. Share what you've got with others. Sometimes we can do without what we have to give it to somebody who really needs it. Be proud of where you're from. That's what this episode of Little Quicks is all about. And of course, the most important rule of being a certified little quick is to laugh often. Sometimes laughter can take the darkest days and make them just a little bit brighter. This is Quick Dick McDick signing off, reminding you, nothing gets Quick Dick's laughter started like standing next to someone who's recently farted. We'll catch you next time.
I'm a Canadian.